Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship in the past. This could have also been a situationship. Could also be current. For others of you, this could be someone that you've met, and you know there's a whole lot of energy there, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have, and I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. All right. First card, the strongest, we have here illness, wellness, followed by crossroads, betrayal, laughter, surrender, wisdom, power, order. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have ecstasy. All right. So you do have more than two cards here at least that are a little on the dark and dreary side. The feelings and emotions are sad. We have here illness, wellness, betrayal, and order, which I call also order and chaos. A lot is going on in this person's mind right now. Because of the intensity of these cards, it could be also that you, Scorpio, are going through this as well. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Scorpio, there are certain things that are weighing me down, and I just can't tell you. Things that I have gone through in the past, trauma, memories that still haunt me, and responsibilities, burdens, restrictions, constraints, things that I am bound to, but I am unable to tell you what it is. And some of these things are so strong in my life that I cannot let go of them. I cannot separate myself from them. It makes me who I am, but it's also something that I feel that I can't live without. Sometimes these are responsibilities, people that I have to be with, that I have to take care of, issues that I have to deal with that I just can't ignore. Right now I'm at a crossroads. It's time for me to make a decision. I do know that in this connection, I need to make a choice. A path needs to be taken. And things can no longer stay the same, the way they've always been. I do need to move forward. But it's difficult for me to make the right choice. And it's difficult for me to move forward when all there is a sense of betrayal. Everything I have done, everything that you thought I was, it turned out to be false. The faith, the trust that you had in me, I broke that, and I caused you heartache, hurt, and pain, heartbreak, I know this is not something you would have ever wanted or expected, but I realize now that my actions led to this. I didn't mean to hurt you. I just don't know what to do about it now. In you, I have found a friend, a best friend, a confidant, someone who I can rely on, trust in. So many things have happened in this connection, and you've learned who I am. In you, I find this friendship that lasts. You are like a ray of sunshine on the cloudiest of days. You know what makes me happy. You know what makes me tick. You also know how to make me feel safe. I do feel that in this connection, there's a sense of surrender. I have to surrender. A part of me has always been avoiding and doing the opposite of what you have wanted and what you have done. But going forward, I want to be different. I want to do things differently. Going forward, I know personally that I have surrendered to you. My mind, my heart, my body. And I know you can't do anything beyond this. I can't do anything beyond this. It is what it is. I feel that in this connection, I have learned my lesson. I am no longer the same person I once was. But how can you know that? Because there's so much distance, you couldn't possibly know that. The mistakes that I made, everything has taught me, and now I'm wiser. A part of me still does, and maybe always will, feel weak in the knees and emotionally vulnerable when it comes to you. You have this way of making me feel powerless, and you are very powerful. I also feel tempted by you, and this temptation is hard to resist. I know I need to make a move. Things need to change. It's as if I've been stuck in ice, just not moving. What I see is all around me. There is confusion. There are clouds. This thick fog that surrounds me, I cannot see beyond my arm's reach. I can't. I don't know. Should I move forwards, backwards, left or right? What decision should I make? The problem is, in this connection, there are certain things that I found that lacked clarity on my part. Going forward, I want transparency, clarity, and more understanding, and less confusion. I was confused, and I didn't understand. And unfortunately, I still am stuck in that mindset. Only one day when the fog is lifted will I be able to see the truth, to see things clearly and to actually be able to make a move and do something about it. Make the right move and take the right path. I do feel that in this connection, there is a sense of ecstasy. This eternal bliss that exists inside of me. When I think of you, it's as if my soul feels happy. Not just my heart, but everything that's inside of me. For now, I feel a sense of desperation, despair, depression, even hopelessness, because I don't know which way to go, simply because I have learned my lesson, but I also know that I have betrayed you. It's a very complicated situation, so what should I do? What path should I take? I don't know. All right, Scorpio. Very interesting. You have here a decision that this person has to make, but because they betrayed you, they find it very difficult moving forward. It's almost as if they're missing a piece here. That piece is grief and apology. Forgiveness is needed in order to move forward. Even a compromise is needed. All right. Let's have a look. I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. Okay. Came right out. Fell on my forearm. Now, we have here 2 major arcanas. So this deck, I like to have a look a little bit into the past of this connection. What happened in the first place that caused the problem? So at some point, things were going great. But then all of a sudden, things started going downhill. What happened? Hopefully, this will provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. This is for those of you that may never have received the closure that you deserved. This person may never have opened up to you. The communication became less. They may have faded over time. They may have ghosted. And you're still wondering what happened. Was it my fault? Did I do something? Could I have done something differently? Hopefully this will provide you with some understanding. And this is in this connection earlier on in the days when things were going great, but then all of a sudden things started to feel a bit weird. And for those of you who are new, the first set of cards that I just read, that is the current status. Here I'm looking at the past. And I do read these in the reverse. Let's have a look. Awakening. So these were major issues, major changes that occurred in this person's life at the time. Awakening here, it is a lack of creativity, not feeling very successful, pessimistic, and not thinking and feeling fertility, growth, and prosperity. Very, very negative way of thinking. This person's thoughts were very negative at some point in time. We also have here an unwillingness to accept affection. This means that even though, Scorpio, you may have been giving this person affection, you may have been giving them love, right? They were not accepting it. They were unwilling to accept it. Part of the issue here, it talks about problems with children. It could also mean problems with dependents or family. People that are very close to you, they may have had a problem with that. Creatively blocked by internal and external forces. Refusal to grow. So creatively blocked by internal. So internal is where this person feels on the inside that, no, it's just not going to work out. They're very pessimistic. But external actually does mean other people. So in this connection, there may have been an influence of another, one person or maybe many people. Could have been the influence of society, friends, or family. There was a lack of an emotional awakening, though this person knew that there was an emotional awakening. They were just trying to avoid it and ignore it. Here it also talks about an expansive, life-affirming energy that brings opportunities and optimism, love and sexuality, wanting to create, procreation, relationships with children, but it's the complete opposite now. Things changed over time. They became very negative. Now, what I'm seeing here, they were being blocked by the internal and external forces, so this definitely tells me this is your person of interest being influenced by somebody else. Let's have a look at innocence. The innocence card here talks about a lack of innocence, trying to be very clever, not being able to trust, and a lack of optimism. There you go. Pessimistic. My goodness, this person was so negative. 2 cards have showed up that has that theme. Ignoring their better instincts, cynicism and pessimism, distrust of the self, and distrust of others. This person wanted to start a great journey with you. And the innocence that had existed allowed one to be open to possibilities. But then difficulties happened, and they could not protect themselves from this. At some point in time, they were unable to face the fears. They wanted to, though, but things changed for them. They were unable to trust their heart, and they were not feeling protected by divine forces anymore. So I do see here that there was a desire to move forward, to change, something that was to be brought into the light. But firstly, we're dealing with somebody here who, and this is the Fool card, so somebody who is very youthful, very vibrant, very immature, and not wise. Remember, you had the Wisdom card, right? So that's the Wisdom card now. Now they are wise, but before, they were not. And before, when somebody is not wise, that's what they do. They talk to other people, external. They try to get advice from others. They try to get help from others. Now, some people may have a hidden agenda. Some people may just simply be jealous, and they may not say the right thing out of spite or out of a revenge, just bitterness. They may just say something that means not helping your person of interest. And I see something happen here where they were really on the fence about this. They didn't know whether they should move forward in this connection or not. They were very negative about it. And I don't see this negativity coming from inside of their heart. I see it being placed upon them from people that may have, or other things that they may have observed, but people that may have told them about certain circumstances and certain scenarios, other examples. This person on the inside, they did want to reach out to you, but it's like they were deliberately pulling themselves back. And this is that pessimistic sort of behavior, right? That attitude. They were not optimistic at any point. Both cards indicate that. And whatever they felt, their instincts, they were not following those instincts. All right, let's have a look at the Beginner's Tarot. So these are any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have towards you. Wow. Very nice. Very nice indeed. So common. This comes up so, it's such a common card now. So we have here the Ten of Swords. Your person of interest here feels that they think that they've been there, done that. They left this connection for a while. They had disappeared. Now, when they disappeared, where were they gone? They were trying to see, was the grass greener on the other side? They tried to leave and to have experiences elsewhere. Now, when they did this, they realized that, nope, nobody loves me as much as Scorpio does. And then so they come back. But by the time they came back, the world had gotten to them. They were no longer as optimistic as they once were. This person ended up seeing some hard times. It emotionally affected them. And that's how a small part of their personality also changed. But now they wanted to come back, and now they do want to come back. But by this time, they just feel defeated that the rest of the world, nobody's got this person's back. And everything that they ever believed in was false. And they also feel ashamed Their head is down here. They feel ashamed. They do not feel happy for what they've done. They're not proud of what they've done. They treated you in this way. We also have here the Eight of Pentacles. So with the Eight of Pentacles, it does talk about how there's this desire to move forward in this connection in a way where some effort can be put in. This person wants to work on the connection. This is the upright. This is very good. They want to work on that connection. They want to see where it can go. Now, in a love reading, I call this a love workshop. So it's really nice. There's some effort that's going to be put in. Also, the effort could be for them to settle themselves financially. Some of you might be dealing with that. This is Pentacles, so there's also something tangible here, assets. With the Eight of Wands, what's really nice is your person of interest wants to reach out to you. There could be a possibility that they do. This could be direct or indirect, but they do have this desire to communicate with you, and it's very passionate to send you a message. But are they going to send it anytime soon? There's doubts about that right now. Right now, we have here the Three of Wands. So your person of interest is thinking long and hard about this, but they'll know it when they see it, and that's when they will take action. Right now, they're waiting for the ships to come in, but it's taking some time. They're not moving forward. But they'll know it when they see it. And when that'll happen, that's when they're going to make a move. The overall arching theme is the Queen of Swords. The feeling that your person of interest here, they really have hurt you. And they feel that any other normal person in your shoes would have turned into a cold-hearted individual with an attitude that would be of rejection. You would reject them if they came back. Jaded, hurt, right? This person betrayed you. So obviously you trusted them. And now how are you supposed to be giving them the same sort of affection that you once did before? That doesn't happen. What I'm seeing here with the Queen of Swords, they think of you as somebody who is just ready to, metaphorically, chop them up into pieces. Like they really are scared of you because they feel that, oh my goodness, what did I do to my Scorpio? What have I turned them into? Because of the distance, Scorpio, they see you as somebody who is now distant. But who created the distance? Most likely this person did. But because of that distance, they just automatically feel that you now are also starting to evolve and change. Your personality is starting to change when it comes to this person. Now, many of you probably are not cold-hearted. That's why you are here. You still want a chance. But some of you may be like this. You're just bitter. You're angry. You don't like the situation anymore, what this person has done, and how it affected you. A part of you may feel like that, and that's why this person actually is hesitating. There's hesitation here because of that. But the good thing is, with the Eight of Pentacles, I do see them trying to make the effort. You know, let's make this work. Let's see where this goes. I do see that here. All right. Let's have a look. I have here Archangel answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right, so these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Ooh, interesting. There are some people amongst your friends, hopefully not family, but I have seen that happens in families too, that you cannot trust. Even yourself, Scorpio. It's like you against the world. You both against the world. Not only are people kind of influencing this person, but they're also trying to influence you. Here we have let go. There's certain things in this connection that are holding you back in terms of your beliefs, the issues, even that sense of forgiveness. It's important for you to let go and detach from what has happened. It's not easy. But by having compassion and knowing that this person just doesn't know any better, they truly don't, it sometimes makes things a little easier to forgive and to let go. I would recommend doing that here. Letting go also talks about don't connect with this person as much as you usually would. Don't let them know that you have all the time in the world. Be that person who is a busy bee, okay? Focus on other things. Now, this doesn't mean you go out dating other people immediately because you haven't truly healed, okay? You don't have to distract yourself, but it's a time of healing. It's a time of reflecting. A lot of people don't get these opportunities. Sometimes what ends up happening is we end up wasting our time on many things, and we wish that we could get that time back. So it is important to focus on yourself, take some time out for yourself, and let go. Let go of certain beliefs, issues, fights, arguments that at the end of the day now you realize, you know what, that was very petty or a very small argument. And this goes for the cross-watcher too, if you're watching. We also have here, meditation brings answers. So meditating, some of you may have been so busy and you have not been able to focus on yourselves. Meditation is good. You can meditate on the holy white light of God. Always remember to say holy white light, not just white light. There's many white lights in the universe and not all of them are holy. So always say holy white light of God. And 21 minutes minimum is what Angel Fakiel has said. That's pretty acceptable, she says, but 21 minutes. And we also have here prayer. 2-3 minutes minimum for prayer, but when you do it, mean it. I've seen and experienced that this is very much like a very strong Wi-Fi connection. And the stronger the connection, the stronger and the faster the download and the upload. It's an exchange of energy, but you have to mean it. Now here we also have a year from now. There will be answers. You will be receiving answers at some point in time, but it'll take some time. And over the year, you're going to be getting this from, it could be anything, from people. It could be you reading a sign somewhere and it makes sense to you, listening to a song on the radio and it just kind of makes sense to you. Whatever happens, and when messages are coming through from the angels, it means something specifically to you, and at that very moment in time, it will just click. You don't have to go out looking for it. Don't go out looking for signs, but they will come to you. A year from now, some of you may have seen this last year, and it may be frustrating seeing this card again. But there will be progress, and it's going to take a year at least from now until the next few months. And this card only goes up to a year in this deck. I don't have anything that says 3 years or 5 years. If it's not meant to be right now, it's just not meant to be. We also have here, some of you have lost the faith and the trust because you just feel nothing's happening. Round and round we go, same old, same old. But here it does say trust in the divine's plan. There's a plan that's written for you. You actually agreed to this plan before you came to planet Earth. The only problem on planet Earth is we do have negative energies, and the devil throws in a monkey wrench to our plans, right? Into our plans. And then our book of lives, they have to be slightly adjusted, rewritten a little bit. They keep getting rewritten the more in time we go now, over the past few decades. So things are changing, but do trust in the divine. Now, what should you not trust in? My goodness. Asking help from others. You got to know right after that. No. Some people out there, some of you, okay, not all of you, You may have been asking for help from family members, from friends, who you know, who you trust. If you feel at all any type of jealousy, let's just not talk to them, okay? Try to use your instincts. Try to know who you're confiding in. Like, if you're going to be confiding in somebody who is single and they've just never had good luck and they just hate either the opposite sex, or even if it's a same-sex couple, they just hate the same sex. There's negativity inside of that person, and that energy is not positive energy. Therefore, everything that they would be talking to you about in terms of connection with someone, it may have a little bit of bias, okay? They may have been hurt, and hurt people do feel very negative. That's why they're very pessimistic, because they've been hurt so much that it has changed the energy around them and inside of them. And sometimes you need to be in a positive environment to make someone who is sad positive. They also need that help too. But here I see that there may have been, and there may be, some people that you have been talking to who might not have the best of intentions. They may not be giving you the right type of advice and answers. Sometimes this is people that just simply give you the evil eye, or they're this jealous. They may be revengeful, and they may act. They're backstabbers, right? There's people like this that exist all around the world. And all the angels here are saying, just be careful. Okay, just be careful, be cautious. We also have here improving health. This is really good. So yes, your health will be improving as time goes on, and it's going to improve because you are going to let go. So you see, the energy around you has been very toxic and negative. But once you let go, that energy will also dissipate and fade away. And then your energy will start to take over. This is why it's very important for you to be in a positive environment with positive people that have positive feelings towards you. So this time, it's very important for you to use your instincts, okay? We also have here a beautiful card, the overall arching theme, opportunity. So I do see here you are going to receive some type of opportunity. Two things. It could be an opportunity in this connection where things get better, or in the coming months to a year, it literally could be somebody completely brand new, somebody completely different. And it's going to be an opportunity that you should take. If an opportunity does come to you, don't try to dismiss it. There is a reason why it came. Sometimes it comes just to teach us a lesson, as odd as that sounds. But it is important to learn from those lessons so that we can learn from it. We can also teach others. Scorpio, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. I do read the comments. I do like to read them as much as I can. And I try to reply as much as I can as well. I just wanted to quickly mention here, we have the card Improving Health. Now this is, of course, metaphysical. This is pseudoscience. And I do have a package called the Chakra Checkup Package. It is on my website, www.asnointia.com. In addition to past life packages and love readings that I do this as well. So this is me helping you realign your mind, body, spirit, and your soul. Any one of those are out of alignment. It's important to get rid of the negative energies so that everything can be aligned once again. Now, I do have the ability, and I get confirmation from Angel Fakeel. I have the ability of looking into your home remotely, wherever it is that you live, and around your aura and inside of your body, which is your chakra centers. But what do I look at? The negative energies, what you have, how many you have, and I teach you how to get rid of these things. And as I mentioned, in your book of life, anything that is owed to you, it will come to you karmically. It will come to you. Anything that is written in your book of life that was supposed to happen, it will happen. Because when we have negative energies, they actually block and they create these obstacles so that we don't achieve. And that's a whole different story. But at the very least, you have a really good reading here. It does talk about faith. It talks about you focusing on yourself. It talks about believing in yourself and also listening to your own intuition. Letting go of a few things, taking up those opportunities, and not always believing what people are telling you. You have to be a little careful there. When we're vulnerable, we become a bit blind from certain places. We don't see and we don't think straight, and that's just human. But you have to try to be the best that you can when it comes to judging who you're confiding in, because somebody here may have said something behind your back, either to you, to somebody else, or to your person of interest, and it may have caused some problems. For some of you, obviously, not all of you. This is a general love reading. Not going to resonate for everybody. Scorpio, that is it. Thank you for tuning in. For those of you who are new, I also have another channel called Asnointia Audio. Please do have a look. And that is, it's on YouTube, Asnointia Audio. And on that channel, I do have videos on relationship-related advice, different scenarios, and how an individual feels. So knowing how they feel, it would give you a better understanding how to act and react. We also have past life and spiritual connections videos, as well as one video that I uploaded, which may help with this whole card that you just had, the improving health. It's called What and Who Are Negative Energies, How to Recognize and Remove. This talks about me speaking about jinns, demons, evil spirits. And it is important to know what you're dealing with before you start getting rid of such things, right? So there's some information there, things that I've learned over time and I've experienced over time, and so I want to share that with you guys. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys again. Take care, stay safe. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.